Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. Guess what? It is time for us to cast some of the freaks of ladder. That's right, some of the outsiders, the unmentionables, the lost boys. And we're going to start, of course, with this man down here in the bottom right-hand side in the blue. Everybody's favorite sewer mermaid. It's Florencio. And this is one of his brand new replay packs that he sent me. So it's an older map, so I'm not sure if this is a show match or it's a replay he had hanging around, hadn't sent to me yet, and it's one of his favorites. We will see exactly what goes on. Looks like it's on the Korean ladder, but must have been sitting there as one of his favorites. Here from Kairos Junction. Up here in the top left, in the red zerg, it's closer. Ooh, okay. Big surprise here. Flo's gonna go for a cannon rush. Now, I do like watching the interaction with Flo on the Korean ladder because what we see is players who often respect aggression so much more. Because the Korean ladder is so aggressive, players are in each other's face, attacking all game long. Like you can see here, look at this. Look at it. I think Closer knows who Florencio is. He's scouting everywhere for cannons and shit, and he's gonna go take a third base so that cannons here won't be able to cannon it. Oh my god. This is actually so... Have you ever seen someone more afraid of Florencio than this guy right here? It's gonna go gas pool third hatch. Wait, are we proxy hatching? What's this? Is this a Captain Dickhead drone? I think this wants to be a Captain Dickhead drone. You can see he's got that skin with the dual disc saws, one of my favorite skins, and the drone gets to the front and goes, oh shit, I actually can't get in this base. Meanwhile, does the Overlord see this? The Overlord sees cannons going down in the natural. What are you going to do? Immediately drops the second gas, puts 3 on gas. It's going to go Ravages to try and break out of this. And you know what? Flo has stacked those cannons, so Biles will be able to hit both. The problem, I think, is that they're just out of range, so it's going to be hard to bile them from the high ground. And this should buy time for Flo to cancel that hatchery. Roach Warren has not started. There we go. It's going to go down in the main base right now. And Flo thinking about reinforcing his wall already. Looks like this is Captain Dickhead. He's come back to this side of the map and has decided to try and defend this all on his own. I think Captain Dickhead's going to be Captain Cucked pretty soon because I don't think you can stop 2 cannons from building, buddy. The probe having a bit of a zippy zap. Oh, Captain Dickhead gets a go. Okay, maybe that is Captain Dickhead. No, run! Oh, and he just gets squelched. Certainly not. For those of you who've never heard the term Captain Dickhead, I guess it's not really a term we talk about in the Flow files that much. That's when you send a drone across the map very early, and its job is for you to put an inordinate amount of APM into it just to annoy your opponent and throw them off their game. Very rarely is one worker gonna do a lot of damage, but if you micro the shit out of it and you keep blocking things whenever they go to kill it, you pop it into an extractor, pop it back out, try to delay their expansion, that sort of shit, it can just kind of get in your opponent's head and piss them off. So I love when I see someone just micro their workers that much. Roaches popping out in the face of the cannons trying to run past. Uh-oh, is that one gonna go down? I think it's gonna go down. Oh, these roaches just able to rally straight past. Oh shit, man. Flo hasn't even started the cannon. He's in huge trouble, guys. There's an Overlord spotting there. He hasn't even started his corner nexus. How do you possibly hold this? You've got 3 Ravagers already en route, a 4th coming up soon. You can't defend this with cannons. They outrange you. He's going to build Stalkers. I mean, that'll help, but you'll need shield batteries already. That pylon could go down very quickly. I'd actually like Closer to focus the cannon, though, and indeed is going to. That cannon has to get cancelled. Focus on the pylon. Nicely done. Closer's shutting this down, dude. These Korean players are used to the cheesy strats. That 4th Ravager has decided to have a, call of nature in the middle of the map. Yeah, he just took a shit. Stop to take a dump before the battle. Fair enough. You don't want to shit yourself mid-combat. This way it's got a chance to all get out. You don't want it dripping down your little Ravager legs. Fair enough. This Stalker's going to try and micro and beat 4 Ravagers. That's not possible. Get up that ramp. Closer, get up that ramp. He's going to get cannons and batteries up. Flo's trying to wall off with a Stargate. Oh my god. The Ravagers are here though. Okay, the probes have to be pulled. The probes, the last line of defense. That cannon's going to go down. That Stalker's so low. Nice focus fire from Closer. But the Stalker's on the high ground. They can't see it anymore. That Stalker's an absolute hero. Closer wants to kill that Stalker if the shield batteries here a little bit more. We see 2 Ravagers get surrounded. A couple Biles go down. A lot of probes falling here. Closer's done some good damage. The problem is Closer has not looked back at the base once. Just now goes home, builds a lair, says, shit, I have 1,000 minerals. I should probably do something with that. This hero of a Stalker standing its ground, and with the help of the shield battery, get in range of the battery. No! Flo! Just when I think it's a perfect hold, shits the bed, loses his Stalker out of range of the shield battery, and these two Ravagers have another chance to do even more damage, already wasting mining time. Good conservative usage with those Ravagers. They know there's a Chad on the way, and of course the Chad, the natural predator of the Ravagers. Ravagers not really shooting up. And we've got, what, Macro Hatch on one base? Oh god. Closer, you need to figure some shit out right now. Running these Ravagers around is not going to achieve anything, man. It's going to try and depower this, but there's no way. The shield battery turns on its little beam of healing, and out comes the Chad and says, let's go, bitches. Those two Ravagers. You're going to just accept their defeat there. They're not going to run away. They'll say, it's all right. If you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you could ever imagine. Unfortunately for Closer, Florencio is not afraid of a blue Force Ghost of a Ravager standing there next to Closer and whispering advice. Because I'm pretty sure if you got any sort of mentoring advice from a Ravager, it would literally just be like, shoot fire, vomit acid. And you'd be like, yeah, that's not helpful. You're a fucking mindless Gronk, man. Speaking of which, Pervy Boy does go down. That's unfortunate. The Chad already at 3 kills. Flo's thinking about expanding. This probe's been waiting for a long time. Of course, had to focus on getting a full alpha of Chads out first. And looks like he's going to kind of just keep looking around for Overlords, making sure there's no Nidus. We've got Dropper Lords and unupgraded Hydra. Seriously, where does Florencio find these players that don't know what Hydra upgrades are, guys? Every single Florencio ZVP is his opponent going unupgraded Hydras on one base. How does he so consistently get his opponent to do the shittest thing in the game? Can somebody explain this to me? Make a range upgrade, please! What's wrong with you? I guess you can drop on top of the enemy units out of the Overlords. It's just so, I love how people's brains break so badly when they get this contained that they just mass Hydras, and it's like that upgrade makes all your Hydras so much more effective. Maybe, probably even the movement speed one would be good. I actually like the idea of the drop here, but I would have loved to see some drones get ferried out and take some expansions at the same time. We've got 3 Queens and 7, 8, 9 Hydras coming out. The Chads are going to try to intercept it. Close, you got to unload, you got to... What a fucking gamble from Flo. If a Queen dropped out in time, it would have been able to transfuse, but Flo surprises him, turns on the double Pismatic alignment, crosses the beams, no fucks given, and actually stopped 2 Hydras from popping out of that Overlord, sniping one of the Dropper Lords, which of course also makes it much harder to move these Queens across the map. We've got more Chads, cannons, and batteries up on the high ground, an expansion going down, which means Flo's actually playing the reactive macro game, guys. His opponent is a cheesy one base Hydra Queen dropper, and Flo, and now a Nidus Worm is. Flo's just the macro player, man. He's trying to expand. He's trying to play a reactive game. It's not his fault that his opponent's a cheesy bastard. Strong reactive play, using strategy to try to get ahead as per usual. There is an Oracle in here. Natural Predator of Hydras does turn on its laser beam. Oh my god, this shield battery. Oh my god, the Oracle finally falls. But a couple Hydras do go down. There's 3 shield batteries. I don't think you can take this, Closer. Closer taking some big damage there. Chad's dancing in and out, picking off individual Hydras, though, is doing good. And uh-oh. Oh, no! Closer! No! Oh, no, he's not watching. He set his rally point across the map, and 6 Hydras go straight to Dicktown at the same time. The probes get pulled off the line. The Chads come down. And it is a dickening on 2 fronts. Oh my god. That was... Whew. Oh man. Talk about getting crushed. I mean, 1 Chad does go down. A lot of probes fell. But losing 6 Hydras, imagine if they all popped out of this Nidus right now. Could probably run up that ramp and win the game. By the way, guys, want to bring attention to the fact that these are still completely unupgraded Hydralisks. One of the least efficient units in the game of StarCraft. No, you're not... Are you fucking serious? You're not going to build a hatchery there. That makes no sense. Don't. Oh. Florencio's going to have a field day with this, man. If he ever needed an excuse, he already had the fleet beacon going down, by the way. He already had the fleet beacon going down like the second, 2 seconds before the hatchery went down. He saw the drone. He was like, yeah, we're going to make Tempests. And we're going to build hatcheries and spores. He's like, I'll contain you on 1 base, and I'll have a bit of mining here and my main. That's not how it works, Closer. He's got a corner base, and he's gonna make Tempest and siege you down. Oh my god, this might even give Florencio an excuse to make Colossus. Oh, Closer. This is just, yeah. He's like, haha, guys, I figured out how the bear trap works, and he's slowly putting his foot into the bear trap with a big triumphant smile on his face. And we're just here going, no, stop it. You're gonna have your friggin' bone in your leg snapped off, man. That thing's gonna cleave right through your humerus. That's a bone in the leg, right? I remember anatomy class. Humerus, is that the big one in the thigh? That is, right? It's the humerus? Or is that your arm bone? I can't even remember. Anyways, I'm sure we have 27 doctors in chat who will teach me some anatomy. The femur, that's the one I'm thinking of, the femur. Yeah. Oh, look at this. And now, Florencio flicks his opponent in the head. Each time this Tempest shoots, it's not a lot of damage, but it's just a flick. You guys ever had someone walk up to you and just flick you in the fucking forehead? It's the fucking worst thing in the game. And that's what this Tempest is right now. Now what, we're taking bets, guys, quickly. Twitch chat, if we could vote on how long it's gonna take Closer to realize hanging out here is a complete waste of time and a futile attempt at gaining an advantage in this game. I'm betting for about 2 minutes, so it's 11 minutes. I'm betting 13 minutes until he gives it up, unless he actually just loses all of his units before then. Some people are saying 4 minutes, 30 seconds. All right, we'll see. Get your bets in chat. We'll see who wins in a second when this cools down. Now there's 2 Tempests just flicking him in the head, flicking him in the head. Closer's like, maybe I can get on top of them with my unupgraded 4 Hydralisks. Oh no, oh my god. This is like, okay, this is getting to the point where these are those like army ranger guys and shit, and this is the Somalian dudes in Black Hawk Down. It's like, what are you guys doing? They're all like running around shooting their AKs in the air, and you're like, no, those are trained soldiers. Like, those are elite fucking military, like Marines and Rangers and shit you're running towards. Like, you guys should and they're like just running around shooting their AKs in the air. And you're like, you guys should, really? No, this is, it's a nice attempt. The problem is, Florencio has a brain, and that brain has studied science, and that science says if they take your main, you just move to the other side of your wall. Closer is dying to getting flicked right now. He's like, but I'll kill the fleet beacon in the nexus, and you don't have any mining. His name's Florencio, man. He's like, oh, got your nexus, and then I can pop out on the other side, and you still can. He's like, go home. Finally, Closer goes home, and oh my god, these cannons have got so much value in this game. Oh man, they get another 2 or 3 Hydras there before getting depowered. And Closer is almost completely out of minerals and is just getting ruined. Another Perverlord goes down. Flo has a fully mining base with 3 cannons going up in the top right. He's got 4 Tempests and an alpha of Chads remain. Those Chads are looking very healthy, by the way. The Tempests here, one of them on 7 kills, one on 8, one on 2. These Hydra's gonna slowly bear that down, but oh, he's gonna lose another one. Oh no. Still unupgraded Hydralisk goes down, by the way, guys. What I would give for muscular augments right now, seriously, this is like, Black Hawk Down's not even a good example. It's like you know like the old idea of a zombie where it's like always like, brains. That's kind of what we're watching. Like, it's not even like a Dawn of the Dead fast zombie that fucking sprints you down and like, you know, is real scary and bites your fucking throat out. We're talking about like a 1950s zombie. That's what these Hydras are, like, and they're just fucking wandering around the map and you're like, guys, stop it, please. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, and here we get, oh, look at how slow they move off creep. They're like, oh, we should be able to get them. It's like the Tempest's like, no, we can just move a bit. Actually, Hydra's on the high ground. Oh, Closer. Is it enough? Is it enough? One Tempest goes down, a recall goes down. Florencio gets his fix. The other units, I think, realize they can just hide in the corner where they can't be hit. No, he's gonna do a little runaway. He's just gonna get out of there. The Hydra's like, get back here. Are they gonna get him? Oh, they might get the Tempest. They might get the Tempest. And, oh, they got it. Flo, you should have just left it there and picked off the buildings. He's got 2 more Tempests up here. It looks like he recalled to the top base. Yep. So that production tab has been empty for a few minutes other than unupgraded Hydras. Closer with the casual 14.5-minute expansion. I'm thinking the will to live, by the way. The will to live has probably disappeared for closer. I think he's maybe at 10% will to live hit point bar. I think the bar's pretty empty. Guys, how long did it end up being, by the way? Apparently the Zerg went home at 12:30. 2.5 minutes later, Printf guessed it perfectly, apparently. Nice. Nice. There's a reason he's the king of cannons, guys. He understands these things. Why was he trying to attack Tempests with drones? I think he was hoping they would take aggro, but he didn't realize that Tempests don't actually consider a small one-man drone fighter a threat. But that's exactly why the drones, you know, they've got those attack plans of the Tempests, and they are going to find that weakness. They're going to try and drop their little drone pincer right in the weak spot before the Death Tempest is finished building. And yeah, I don't know. The drone's going to throw some minerals at it or something. I have no idea why he was pulling drones into that fight, guys. Looks like he's found Florencio's base. A wall of cannons, batteries, Tempests up against 15 unupgraded Hydras. Upgrade your Hydras, please! Oh my god, it's so painful. The cannons, the Tempests, engage. Is he gonna pull the probes? Is he gonna have to pull the probes? The cannons are doing so much damage. He doesn't even need to pull, he just clicked on the Nexus. Now he's clicking on a Tempest. Oh my god, they're not just slow zombies, they're stupid zombies. By the way, at the same time, the Alpha of Chad said, we're going to urinate on your expansion. And turns out to be quite acidic. The hatchery does fall. Flo, of course, hangs out with his Chads for a little while longer. What a game, man. That's just... I feel like there's got to be like a saint of StarCraft that just appears next to people when they're playing Florencio on the ladder next to Zerg players and is like, Hydralists have upgrades. And then just disappears. Like an apparition just fucking pops up in front of your face and is like, Hydras have upgrades. It's insane, man. I feel like that's the day when Florencio needs to do some demon magic to like kill that shit. To be fair, Florencio would just build more oracles. He'd be like, no, I'll just build 30 oracles. They'll just be even more confident with their Hydras and I'll gun them down. He'd probably still win every game because he is Florencio. He's the sewer mermaid. He's a legend. He's just dropped into chat. How you doing, man? Thank you very much for that lovely replay.